Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Well, a couple of weeks ago, they had the annual gathering of the world's richest people at Davos, Switzerland. And last week, they had another gathering of rich people. It was called the Millikan Conference here in Los Angeles. And one of the themes of both of these events was that capitalism is under attack. These fat cats are worried because socialism is no longer considered to be a dirty word. And so many of our young people who are very well educated see socialism as the wave of the future. And that politicians are more and more willing to call themselves socialists. Now these people, they consider themselves to be a lot smarter than the rest of us. And they consider those who are moving towards socialism to be misguided. They think that capitalism is ultimately the solution to the world's problems. But the fact is that you can be very rich and not be very smart. Donald Trump is a perfect example of that, and he's far from being the only one. There are some very smart people who attended these conferences, but there are a lot of dumb ones too. In fact, the dumb ones vastly outnumber the smart ones. Here is what even the smartest of them don't understand. First, and most important, capitalism today is not the same as capitalism that my father experienced, that existed in the first half of the 20th century. That brand of capitalism actually worked for a majority of Americans because the rich people understood that it was important for workers to be able to afford to buy their products. So back in those days, if you had a job, you could support a family. You could live pretty well. But wages have been stagnant since Ronald Reagan was president. Now people can have 2 and 3 jobs and still not be able to make ends meet. And this is not because people are not willing to work hard. The fact is that productivity by workers is the highest it's ever been in our history. But wages have not grown to match it. And there's one and only one reason for that. And that's because the rich have made it that way. Our corporations are more profitable than they've ever been, but the workers don't share in those profits. And the fat cats, they just get more and more money. And as they have become richer, and the corporations have become more profitable, and they have gained a larger and larger share of the wealth, they have demanded and received larger and larger tax breaks. So it has become obvious to anybody that they are not paying their fair share. As a matter of fact, many of them are paying no taxes at all. Our current president is a perfect example of that. A tax cheat. Everybody knows it. And it's not just him. It's every one of the 1%. So we watch as our national debt skyrockets and we head for another economic catastrophe, knowing full well that we will pay the price and the rich will be insulated from it by their wealth. That's what we saw in the crisis of 2008, and we know it's going to happen again. So yes, capitalism is under attack, but not from socialists, not from workers. Capitalism is being destroyed by the people who benefit from it the most. Our most profitable corporations and our richest individuals. And by the way, capitalism is not the solution to the world's problems. It's the cause. Thanks for listening. Well, I want to thank you all for watching my videos. But there are certain changes that Google has made to YouTube, which, since I'm a smaller channel, means that I can't monetize my videos. So I found places where I can. So instead of watching my videos here on YouTube, I'd appreciate it if you go either to Patreon or to Top Buzz. They let me monetize videos, and I don't even have to put commercials on. So if you want to become a patron on Patreon, that's fine. If you don't, you can still watch the videos there. I've just kind of given up on YouTube. YouTube is just a place that I use so that I can put my videos in other places. So, Patreon, Top Buzz, the links are in the description box. Thanks a lot.